Hey YouTube, I'm here with an update on, is it working? Okay, update on Iron Man so far. As you guys know, the movie has came out all over the world except for the United States of Iron Man 3. And the movie releases on Friday morning. No, yeah, on Friday, basically. I'm not gonna go to the 12 o'clock midnight release, so I'm gonna go later on Friday because I got school to do, so, school and stuff. So right now I'm gonna show you guys how do I do my painting process, how I started off. Yeah, I'm hungry. So far, what I've gotten done. Well, these are all the pieces I got left to do. How many? I got fingers of one hand. I have the palm, and I have the boot. Yeah, some good shit. Hold on, let me finish this. I haven't eaten since I got back home. Yeah. Okay, so I'm comfortable sitting down. Okay. Okay, now I'm done. Oh, sorry. Let me just drink some water first. Okay. Back on track. So first, you're gonna want to start off with a one-to-one mix of, as you guys can see here. See that's water on top, and the glue's the white stuff on the bottom. So oh great, my camera froze. Okay, okay. So that right here is the glue, and up there, since it's at an angle, this is the water. It has to be an equal mix of a one-to-one ratio of. I prefer this glue, and any just regular, any water. It doesn't have to have water. It can do fine, hose water, uh, Aquafina water, or Zephyrhills water. I mean, any water is fine, except for lake water. No, that's not fine. So I would prefer this glue first to pour it in, and it works really well actually. It gives it a sign. So I'm gonna start off with mixing it first. Yeah, I already poured in the glue in the water. All it is a mixed ratio of 1-to-1, and you're gonna need a mixing stick, a chipwood brush. I mean, you can use this throughout the entire process of the painting. All you gotta do is rinse it off when you're done. You gotta rinse it off real good, or this glue will stick to that, and it'll ruin the brush. I already have that happen to one of my brushes. And so what you're gonna do first is mix it until it's completely mixed out. And you gotta make sure you get all that glue dissolved into the water. Not dissolved, but mixed really well into the water, like a consistency of like milk or something. I like to get my glue real thoroughly mixed, so I'll do it for like a minute, I think. You make sure you scrape off the edges. Make sure you don't get glue anywhere else. And I like to reuse the cups. I mean, you don't have to get a brand new one every time you use glue. I mean, the glue dries out to be clear, so yeah, you can reuse them. I'm done mixing. I scrape off this extra glue on the stick on the sides. Now, set that aside. What I do next is I would dip the paintbrush or the chipwood brush into the glue and then brush it on. So, which part do I start? Okay, fingers. Yeah, shoot. I'll use the water bottle. Okay. You don't want to put too much on the part, just in case for leakage. Extra you don't need, so I would start off with like a little bit, and then you progress. I mean, you want to do one coat first. You gotta do like the process of coating this may take a day, depending on how much time you have and how many parts you do. So I mean, I think if you had the time, you could probably finish by the third coat of everything by the first day of all parts. So you gotta get that all mixed in and make sure you get every crack in the piece because this also bonds the pieces better together. So you're gonna need to get all the cracks and stuff. Oh, I'm actually doing that away from the camera. So once you feel that in all those little holes in the foam, you just want to dab the brush onto the foam, unreachable holes. So once you feel like you're about finished, you can set it out to dry, and I don't know how long it will take. Depending on what coat you're on, it takes longer because the first coat, the foam sucks it up, and then the second coat, it pretty much does the same thing. But once you get to the third coat, it starts. I would only do 3 coats on the fingers, but because I did it for the other fingers, and because it comes out well. And the thing is, this is a different type of foam, so I mean, yeah. So that's it. So I'm done with this. Now, let's do the hand next. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna do the hand or boot. I'll do the palm. The palm, find it easier because it's not small and annoying. So you get a little bit of glue and start brushing it on. See that little crack over there? You just run the brush along there. These cracks are kind of a pain to paint because sometimes the spray paint doesn't get inside there and gets annoying. You guys can see it shine. Yeah. So you continue this process throughout the entire piece, and after it's done drying, then you add another coat. And with the EVA foam, the thicker foam, I would put at least 5 coats, just to be safe. And if you can add as many coats as you want. The more the better. But it also gets more expensive depending on how much you use. So also the more the more expensive. Yeah. So 8 minutes already. Time flies. I mean, I only got a couple days and I'm practically rushing. But I mean, I've gotten a lot done. All it is just paint these pieces, put the electronics in, and bam, done. I put in yeah, you guys know, I put in the unibeam already, and I've hooked up wires extensions that go to the palm through the arm. So like the disconnectors I was talking about earlier in one of my videos. The disconnector that I showed you guys in one of my videos where I was laying down on the floor. Basically, I just installed them and wired it up. It's ready to go. I also have to put disconnectors going down the legs because of the fact that there will be wires going down there and there will be one little light. So, I mean, it's an easy thing to do. The soldering just makes me angry because, oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys, but the other day I got burned by my soldering gun, and it was not a pleasant feeling at all. Wow, that was it was annoying. It was really, because I had to work that day on the project. I mean, on the Iron Man, and having a burned finger working does not work out too well. It's kind of annoying working with band-aids on my fingers. I burned two of them. Thank God it was on the left hand, my non-dominant hand. Uh, and I mean, it only burned out the epidermis, which is the outer layer of the skin, which is a very thin layer. It was a very small burn, but it hurt like a bee. I mean, yeah, that's the stuff. That's why I think some kids should not use some underage people should not use soldering guns. But I mean, it was an accident. That was like one of the first times I would use it with my left hand, and one of the last times. So you guys can see, I just coated it all around. Just gotta let that sit and dry. I mean, I really get annoyed by these weird formations inside the foam that happen when you glue this. Let me give you an example. Like that right there. See where that is right there? That is weird and it annoys me. So I mean, it's a part of the drying process. The liquid practically out, but I would brush it off just in case. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it in the past, but it's just annoying for some reason. Okay. I mean, that's it for this video. Oh yeah, you guys want to see the burn? It's pretty much healed up. It's on my middle finger. The worst part's on my middle finger. Yeah, it's right there. And then I had a blister over here. It's pretty much healed up. I mean, I was holding it like this, and it pretty much metal. I wasn't looking. I was paying attention to my wires, and then I thought I grabbed it, and all of a sudden I hear a sizzling sound, and my hand scrapes right under the soldering gun, and my skin. I heard the skin sizzle, and I was like, ah. So basically dropped the soldering gun onto the cardboard and just let's go get some ice and water. And I got a ton of ice, numbed it up, and it healed. Thankfully, it healed in 3 days with this silver gel that I got from my aunt. Yeah, so that's pretty much the entire process. You just gotta let it dry completely, and then you add another coat, and then you just do that process for each piece, and there you go. Rate, comment, subscribe, and watch out for more videos. And I may be doing a vlog. I may be doing. I may not, but because I don't have a cameraman or someone to film me while I go to the loop and watch Iron Man 3. But yeah, I may be doing a vlog. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's one of the plans. So, see you guys later, and keep a heads up on my videos.